What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? It's your girl, Honey Pot, in the motherfucking building. I was about to curse. And today, I'm just actually, well, it's not really today, it's tonight, it's nighttime. I'm sitting in my car. I'm waiting for my fiance to get off of work. But I just decided that I should do a video. So, I'm going to be doing a story time. And I'm going to be talking about the time that I got robbed on New Year's at gunpoint. Exactly. So, okay, listen, guys. This is what happened. So, was this last year? I can't fucking remember. Last year. I think this was last year. Anyway, so this is what happened, y'all. Last year, no. It wasn't last year. It was the year before last year. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting all fucked up. Okay, listen. So, the year before last year, I didn't celebrate New Year's. I normally don't ever celebrate New Year's. I just stay at home type shit. So, the year before last year, I stayed at home for New Year's. I had to work, whatever. New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, my homegirl hit me up, and she was just like, hey, do you want to go out tonight? Because I had to work yesterday and I wasn't able to go out for New Year's Eve or whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, for real, me too. Like, for sure, let's do it, deadass, so let's go out. So, anyways, I get ready. I'm looking all cute, whatever. I'm getting ready to get my shit. She come pick me up. We end up going to this little nightclub or whatever. Remember, like, this was 2 years prior, okay? So there's no pandemic, there's no close down, there's no social distancing. It's just normal fucking life, okay? So, we get to the motherfucking club or whatever. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie. People still turned up from the eve. That's fine. I go in there, I'm getting drunk, I'm doing my little thing. I'm hitting my little, I'm doing a little, shit, I'm doing my little shit. Shit, have you seen me in the club before? Anybody from my hometown, y'all know how the fuck, I get down. So, anyway, we get to this club, we vibing, we doing our little shit. She get loaded. I don't know when or what part of the night she met this guy, but by the end of the night, she ended up she was kicking it and talking with this guy outside of the club. So it's the end of the night. We walk outside the club. I'm thinking that we just about to walk to her car. She's like, oh, wait, hold on. Like, this guy right here, it's some black nigga with dreads. Like, it's always the nigga with dreads that get y'all. It's always the nigga with dreads. Anyway, so she talking to some black dude with dreads. Right? And the whole time, she talking to him, I'm like, oh my God. Bitch, please don't try to go to this nigga house. Like, bitch, please don't try to go to this nigga house. And lo and behold, what the fuck does the bitch want to do? Go to the nigga house. Go to the motherfucking nigga's house. I swear, like, it freaking drove me insane. I was just like, I don't want to go. But I was trying to be nice because I rode in her car. This is before the car. This is before everything. This is when I was still living in my hometown in my granny house. Like, this is before everything, right? Okay, so she's like, oh, I just want to go to their house. We're going to smoke and we're going to kick it. And mind you, this is 2 years ago. Remember, I also did not smoke. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't smoke nothing. I drank and I went home and went to sleep. So I was just like, why the fuck do I got to go to this nigga house for you to smoke? Anyway, let me keep going. So she go to his house. He lives, I don't want to say somewhere he lived, but he lived like 20 minutes away. Like, he lived in the next city over. Like, my hometown is real small, and we were in my hometown, and he lived in the next city over. So it was like literally like 15 minutes. So I'm just like, okay, we could go, but like, these niggas better not be on no weird shit. Like, I swear to God. Like, it was like some tall nigga with dreads. He was black, and he was with some white boy who I think was suspect gay, but I'm not sure. I'm not judging. I don't give a damn. I'm just saying. So anyway, we end up going. We go to their house. She park across the street. It's real dark on that whole street, like, on some weirdo shit. Like, it's just dark. And we damn near, like, the only car out there. But the house was not. I look over and, like, he come to the car. The house is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, The house is cool. And so she's talking to him. I don't really know what they talking about. Like, they whispering low-key. I'm just sitting in the passenger seat, and I'm just like, what's really going on? Like, are we going inside? Like, what's happening? So finally she's just like, okay, girl, come on, let's go. And I'm just like, go where? And she's like, oh, we're going to go in his room to smoke. I'm like, bitch, who gonna go in his room? See, time out. You're doing too much. Like, it was just too much. Like, I don't kick it with motherfuckers I really don't know. So it's just like, it was just too fucking much for me. So she finally convinced me, like, come on, like, whoa, like, I'm just trying to, get it in or whatever. Like, she was just trying to get it cracking. She was just trying to get it shit popping, whatever. So we end up going inside. I'm talking to the white boy that he's with, and I find out that they're roommates. They live together. This is the white boy's house. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why his house is so nice. Anyway, so they go in the room, and they smoking weed. Remember, at this time, I didn't smoke. It was 2 years. At this time, I did not smoke. They go in the room, and they start smoking weed, and I'm just, like, in the living room, kitchen area, standing there talking to the gay-ass white boy, and he was just like, yeah, so what's up? Like, what's going on with you? And I'm just like, I'm cool. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't really, like, I had a stank face. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had an attitude. Like, I was not nice because, first of all, I didn't want to be there. It was late as fuck. I wanted to go home. Like, a bitch was cold. Like, I just didn't want to be there. Like, I just didn't want to be there. So he just tried to chat it up with me or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, I was being a bitch. Like, I was just being like, leave me alone. Like, whatever. So anyway, they end up getting through after about like 5 fucking minutes. Slow as fuck. Like, you did all of this to come to this man's house, and it was only 5 minutes. That's it. That's all you gonna get. Like, it wasn't even like a good like, whatever. You know what? That don't even matter. Look. So anyway, after like 5 minutes, they come out, and she giggling and smiling like this nigga just did something, and I'm just like, are you ready to go? Like, are you ready to go? Like, I just have an attitude. But I'm just trying to be, like, nice, too, and still at this point. So she kicked it for a little bit more, talking, chatting up with him, whatever. And then she about to leave. We about to leave. We all about to go. I'm just like, finally! Like, I want to go home. It's like 1 in the morning at this point. No, it's past 1 in the morning because the club closed. Well, I don't really remember. It's been so long. This pandemic, y'all. No, okay, so the club closed like 1:45. So it's like probably like 3 in the morning at this point, actually. Like, forget 1 in the morning. It's like 3 in the morning at this point in time. I'm about to turn the heater on, y'all, because I'm getting cold, and this is ridiculous. I need to warm my toes up. Oh, y'all probably not gonna be able to hear me. I'll turn it down. I know y'all can probably still hear me. Y'all can still hear me. It's just air. Anyway, so we finally, leaving. And he, not the white boy stayed in the kitchen, he was like, bye, and come again, and I'm like, bye, never see you again. So he walks us out, the black guy with the dress, because he walking with her, trying to be all cute and shit, like you really about to see this bitch again, knowing you not finna see this bitch ever again, like, the fuck, but I feel it, like, he just trying to be cute, he trying to be cool, he trying to be a gentleman, because she just gave him some coochie. Okay, so, we walking out. And mind you, we're walking out the house, it's completely dark, it's completely quiet, it's completely creepy as fuck. We're parked across the street a little ways up from the house. We walk in, and I swear on my life, y'all, I fucking hear footsteps. Nigga. I swear to God, I fucking hear footsteps. I keep looking behind me, but I don't see shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, let's just hurry up and get the fuck out of here. So I'm starting to, like, speed walk a little bit to the car. Like, bitch, get a little nervous around this motherfucker. I get in the passenger seat window, and then I'm through. I get in the passenger seat. And then she go around to the driver's side, but she don't get in right away. I'm already strapped in, ready to go. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, let's get in the car. We don't know where we at. Period. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, let's go. But she's like taking her sweet ass time. She being cute. She chatting up with this nigga, and then they just talking outside the car. She got her front door open. She's standing in the doorway, and he's right there. And then she finally gets in the car, and she's just like, all right, good night, great to see you. And then all of a sudden, literally right when she was like about to fucking, like, she started the car, y'all. As soon as she started the car, 2 freaking Mexican niggas come out the woodwork, and all I see, next thing I know, there is a gun in my head, right here, through the window, pointed at my motherfucking dome, nigga. Like, oh God in heaven, it was the scariest shit in my life. What the fuck? And then I look over there, 2 other Mexicans are on her side, because remember, the nigga was right there, right? So they pulling the gun at the nigga. They tell him to lay down. They make him get down. And then the guy that got the gun to my motherfucking head like this, that nigga's like, hey, give me everything. Woo, 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 woo. And so me, this is the first time, you feel me, that shit like this has happened to me. So I'm not no dumbass bitch. I had my ID, my cash, and that's really it. I had my ID and my cash in my back pocket. And I had my phone, and my phone has like a wallet case where it looks like it's a wallet, like it's a case, but it's also like a wallet case, like a phone case, but it's also a wallet. So what I did was I took my phone out of the phone case, I closed it up, and I threw my wallet. Because, I threw the phone case because they thought it was my wallet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I threw my phone case out the window and I put my hands up. I was like, my nigga, I ain't got shit else. I'm God in heaven. Like, what the fuck? What you want me to do? I don't got shit. And then, so, I really don't know. It's crazy as a motherfucker how we got out of there. Because, like, on God in heaven, we really could have just died. So, like, while they making that nigga lay on the floor, she's in the front seat, you know, panicking because, like, she white and shit, and, like, she was just like, oh my God, what's happening? The bitch, she threw, like, her whole purse, she threw everything, she threw her social, all her information, she threw all that shit outside. I just threw the fucking empty ass phone case outside. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck would you really give them everything? But I understand, like, you know, motherfuckers, you know, don't know everything. Like, people don't always think. Like, some people just panic. And so, like, they make the guy lay down on the ground, right? And then the guy that had the fucking gun to my head, he go around the car to help the other guy with the, you know, with the black guy, because, like, they're about to rob him. They about to, you know, we getting robbed. And by the grace of God, like, this bitch went into fucking Fast and Furious mode. Like, when she saw, like, they started, like, going in on the black guy and was, like, making him lay on the floor or whatever, that bitch turned into fucking Paul Walker and fucking hit the motherfucking gas and sped us the fuck out of there. And while we were speeding the fuck out of there, all we hear was pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh, shit. Did they kill the black guy or are they shooting at us? I'm just, like, over here, like, freaking the fuck out because I don't know what the fuck going on. But then I heard something go doop on her car. And so I looked back, I was like, bitch, they just shot your car. And so she's driving, she don't want to slow down or whatever, but then she stops like a couple miles down the road, and we pull over to look at the car. Well, first of all, before I got out the car, I was making sure it was fucking safe. It was, with nobody there. So, she pull off, we get out the car and look, they shot a fucking bullet into her. This bitch is fucking, gas fucking thing. So we can't even drive the car. So we out here on foot trying to figure out what the fuck we about to do. We in a whole nother city. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get home. She crying all up and down, walking up and down the street, talking about, oh my God, I just need help. And I'm just like, bitch, calm down. Like, we just need to find a phone and we need to, you know, get away home. And she's like, no, we gotta call the police. And I'm just like, what? I wanna go home. Like, I don't deal with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you black, you know that we don't deal with the police. I didn't get my shit stolen. You did. Did nobody tell you to throw your purse out the car? You should have been smarter than that. But, you know, I didn't want, she was distraught. And I didn't want to do her like that. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Listen, she was distraught. I didn't want to do her like that. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Just two different worlds. You feel me? So we walk in. We finally find, like, we come across this, like, building. I guess it's like a business. It's some kind of building. There's a security guard man, and we're just like, oh my gosh, like, can you give us a hand? Like, we need your phone. She wants to call the police so she can tell them what happened to her car and how she got all her information stolen. So we asked to use his phone. We tell him what happened. He barely speaks English. He let us use the phone. We find the police. They come. They pick us up, take us to this fucking station. They question us individually. And I'm just like, I want to go home. Like, y'all know y'all not going to catch these niggas. Like, y'all really not. Y'all not finna catch these niggas. Look, chalk it up as a loss and let me go home. Like, I'm tired, but like, anyway, so after they get done questioning us or whatever, they release us, and she's like, oh, my dad's coming to pick me up. I can ask him to give you a ride home. And I was like, what do you mean you can ask him? He better give me a ride home. Like, you gonna leave me out here? Because I could have left you when you wanted to call the police. So, like, come on. Like, I could have left you and got a ride home when you wanted to call the cops. And I could have left you, truthfully, I could have left you and got a ride home at the club because you done put me into all cap of shenanigans, bitch, because you wanted to get some dick. So, long story short, her dad came, picked us up. He gave me a ride home, and I never kicked it with her again personally, ever again, because it was just bad judgment call. She put me in a dangerous situation, I honestly feel like, and the reason I feel like it was her fault is because I didn't find no dude in the club. I was just trying to have fun with my homegirl, and I was just trying to go home. I don't have a problem with her. I'm not angry with her, and I honestly, we're still like good friends. Like, we talk. I just don't kick it with her because she made a very bad judgment call, and she moved very immaturely, if you ask me. And if I would have lost my life, then like, that's my life, you know what I'm saying? But I understand, like, you know, things happen, and, you know, she was really scared. But it was just like, well, I mean, if you wasn't trying to go home with random other, you know what I mean? That wouldn't have happened or whatever like that. But anyway, I got home safe. I still had all my stuff. Unfortunately, the police actually, oh, I forgot to tell you guys that part. The police actually took us back to the crime scene, and I found my wallet. It was just sitting right in the place that I threw it, because they probably didn't take it because they figured, hello, like, come on, like, there's nothing in there. We did go back to the crime scene. We found her purse, but all of her stuff was gone. Her phone, her wallet, just they ransacked her purse and they took it, and that's what it was. And also the police did also try to go back and talk to the guy who also got robbed with us. We actually showed him exactly where he lived. When they got there, the door was wide open. That is all I saw. I did not go all the way in there because I was afraid that I was going to see some blood or a dead body, and I just don't have time for that energy. So I did not go in. I do not know what happened with them. The police never followed up with me either after that because they just didn't give a fuck. And I didn't really give a fuck to follow up either, but it was the fact that they just never did. It was like, oh, okay, y'all just don't give a fuck about us. But it's cool. So anyway, I got home safe. I got all my stuff. I didn't get hurt. Thank God. Like, things could have really, really left. And yeah, like, I talk to that girl sometimes on Facebook, but we don't kick it no more because I don't have time for females with bad judgment calls. And I just don't have time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. I want to do more story times about experiences and things that I've gone through in my life, because it's a lot, honestly. Some of them are funny, some of them are sad. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Make sure that you turn your notifications on every time I post so you guys can get that. And also make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and also subscribe to me and my fiance's channel. We have a new channel. It's called Dee and Bear. We're going to be dropping pranks, vlogs, everything back to back. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. And next time, I'll see you guys, my little honeybees. Peace.